Hey universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Bitmain giant, Bitcoin mining giant Bitmain to release next generation ASICs this week. I've been actually wondering when they were going to do this. They just kept on revamping their old stuff. They had the S9, then they did the water block version of it, which was an epic flop because it just costed way too much to put the water coolers on there. Not worth it. That was like an epic failure on their part in my eyes. Maybe in some parts of the world it was profitable in some way, but me, no. But let's see what they have to say about this on their the new ASICs. Bitmain, the dominant Bitcoin mining farm and the most valuable company in the cryptocurrency industry. Yep, because there needs to be somebody who's going to be willing to play in their sandbox and go toe-to-toe with them, but that's just me. Has announced that it will release its next generation of application-specific integrated circuit, an ASIC chip miner, this week. Ooh. In a tweet posted yesterday, the Beijing-based firm said that it would begin taking pre-orders for the Antminer S15 or S15, the Antminer and the Antminer T15, the long-awaited next-generation device's flagship Bitcoin mining rig line on Thursday, November 8th at 9 a.m. And here's their little tweet that we are officially announcing the release of our new 7 nanometer miner, which processes industry's leading hash rates, designed to mine with the SHA-256 algorithm. Two models will be offered, the Antminer S15 and the T15. I wonder what the difference between the two are. Continue. Both the S15 and the T15, the successors to the Antminer S9s and the Antminer T9 respectively, features Bitmain's new 7 nanometer ASIC chips, which CEO Jin Wu unveiled in September at the World Digital Mining Summit. The chip, the BM1391, features a significant efficiency improvements over its previous line. And Bitmain has said it can achieve peak energy consumption ratio of 42 watts per terahash. That's pretty impressive. However, the consumption ratio of the assembled miners will be somewhat higher, and the firm has not yet released the details of the device's exact specifications. Bitmain alleges that the device, which can mine Bitcoin Cash, I don't know why anybody would do that, and other SHA-256 cryptocurrencies, featuring industry's leading hash rates, even as rivals eBang and Bitfury have previewed devices that would likely achieve greater efficiency. Bitmain, as CCN reported, recently filed to go public on the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong, an offering that is expected to be the largest in the industry's history, at the very least until Coinbase decides to pursue an IPO too in the future. Oh my god, that would be huge. If Coinbase would make an IPO, I wonder if that would actually help stabilize some of the markets. If all these these crypto exchanges would go on to make an IPO, would that like validate them and make them more legit? I don't know. Put your comments in down below what you guys think about that one. I don't even know where to think about that. I mean, that would be huge if Coinbase did it, but I don't know what to think about that. Contrary to earlier reports, though, it now appears that Bitmain may be pursuing its public listing from a position necessary, not strength. BitMEX research estimates that the firm lost $400 million during the second quarter, in part due to the outsized investments in underperforming cryptocurrency Bitcoin Cash. See, when you got too much of that trash, it brings you down. As well as the overly optimistic market forecasts that have left the firm sitting on large amounts of hardware that is increasingly difficult to move at a profit. Further complicating the firm's outlook, Bitmain, along with other large mining manufacturers, could see decreased revenue from sales to U.S. miners. Some of that might be due to the tariffs. I mean, they are out of control now. Let me tell you, they're like 27-28% tariff tax on top of what you already spent. That's a really good one. Owing the fact that new trade policies adopted by Trump, just what I was just saying, I should have just kept on reading, have slapped China's produced cryptocurrency miners with a 27.6. I was close. I knew it was like between 27 and 28%. It was huge. The tariff makes it far more difficult for U.S. miners to turn a profit. It's not that it's harder for miners to turn a profit. That statement is absolutely wrong. It just means that it pushes the time it takes for them to make the initial investment back further. So if they're only making $3 or $4 a day, plus they've got the electrical expense on top of this, which means they might be making $1 a day. So they've got, let's say, every month being 30 days, you got $30 that you're making every month that you're putting back into your machine so that it basically pays for itself eventually. The more the taxes on there, longer it's gonna take. Not that it's harder, it just takes longer. It's not the most ideal conditions for us miners. But I mean, with that being said, what's your thoughts on the new ASIC miners coming out? I'm actually kind of interested to see what they're going to be able to do. It's not like I'm going to go run out myself and go buy an ASIC miner for Bitcoin, just because of the fact that there are so many of these ASIC miners out there that the market is just absolutely saturated. For me, whenever I did the math on it, I think it would cost me about 25 cents a day to actually run an amp miner. So if I can get cheap hydroelectric at 3 cents a kilowatt hour, I might actually consider then getting into the ASIC field with the amp miners, just because then I would actually turn a profit potentially. But to mine one Bitcoin, you'd be spending over $1 million in hardware in order to mine one Bitcoin every day. So for me, I'd rather mine something that and support a smaller network, and I don't have to shell out so much in hardware in order to turn a profit. So I will mine something like some of that Ethereum Classic, some of that Raven coin, something stupid, that I can actually be competitive with my hardware. So I'll go on to places and try to find where my niche is, where I can actually be competitive in. Am I going into a speculative coin like GPU Union? They're supposed to be for the GPU miners, but there are thousands of coins out there. A lot of them are mineable. So if you're a GPU miner, definitely go into like what to mine and stuff like that and figure out what to mine. But for me, I'm gonna stay away from these ones. I mean, I'm just gonna be interested in taking a look at it, but I am no way gonna be running out and getting one of these. And with that being said, I'll leave it to you guys. Are you actually gonna get one of these? Drop a comment in down below. And while you're down there, smash that Lizardy like button, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. And I'll see you guys on the next one.